The moment the wedding photographer, a quiet professional named Alex called me 3 weeks after my lavish destination wedding and, instead of offering congratulations, said in a strained, professional voice, ma'am, I noticed something very disturbing in the master photo set. You need to see this privately. I knew my perfectly composed life was about to unravel. Alex, who had been unobtrusive and meticulous throughout the entire event, was clearly unnerved, hinting at something hidden within the happiest day of my life. Something captured not by my memory, but by his high-definition lens. This wasn't about a missed shot or a bad angle. The sheer urgency and discretion he demanded suggested an anomaly, a secret gesture, or a stolen moment that pointed not to joy, but to betrayal. The photos, meant to eternalize my love, were now the primary evidence of a shocking deception. Was I being paranoid to trust the gut feeling of a stranger over the man who had just vowed his life to me? Or did Alex's disturbing discovery confirm the vague sense of unease that had shadowed my entire courtship? Tell me, if a professional photographer warned you that he had documented a secret betrayal on your wedding day, would you look at the photos immediately, or would you try to convince yourself it was a simple misunderstanding? My name is Juliana and I am 35 years old. I am an architect, detailed and pragmatic, but when it came to love, I allowed myself to be swept away. My husband, Ethan is 37. He works in finance, is charming, handsome, and utterly persuasive. Our relationship was a whirlwind, culminating in a beautiful, highly publicized wedding at a resort on the Italian coast. It was the kind of event that screamed luxury and perfection, attended by our closest friends and family. Ethan and I had been dating for 18 months, and while he was occasionally emotionally distant, I attributed it to the stress of his high-powered job. I adored him, and I truly believed we were starting a life of profound happiness. The only person I barely knew at the wedding was the photographer, Alex Ethan had hired him after finding his portfolio online. Alex was quiet, nearly invisible, and had an almost unsettling ability to capture intimate, candid moments. He took thousands of shots, promising a full, professionally edited gallery in about a month. 3 weeks later, the call came. I was working from home, still basking in the glow of the honeymoon. Alex was insistent that he couldn't discuss it over the phone, and even more insistent that I should not mention his call to Ethan under any circumstances. His voice, when he finally explained, was laced with an odd mix of fear and professional duty. Juliana, I found a sequence of images involving your maid of honor, Veronica and Mr. Ethan. It's not just one photo, but a clear, timed sequence. They were taken during the reception. When the lights were low and most guests were focused on the speeches, it looks premeditated. I am required by my contract to deliver the full, unedited masters to the client, which is technically Mr. Ethan, but my conscience won't allow me to do that without showing you first. Veronica, my best friend since college, the woman who had consoled me through every breakup, helped me choose my dress, and stood closest to me at the altar. And Ethan, my husband, the man I trusted with my future. The idea of them conspiring, even in a minor way, sent a cold wave of nausea through me. I immediately agreed to meet Alex at his studio downtown the next day. I lied to Ethan, telling him I had an unexpected emergency meeting with a difficult client. The drive to the studio was the longest drive of my life, a silent, agonizing journey where I tried to reconcile the image of Veronica, my loyal friend, with Alex's disturbing warning. Alex was waiting. He led me into a darkened viewing room, his demeanor even more strained than on the phone. He pulled up the image file, a vast folder of thousands of pictures, and then, with 3 clicks, he isolated the sequence. The first photo was taken during my father's emotional toast. Ethan was standing near the edge of the dance floor, and Veronica, who was supposed to be at the head table, was casually leaning against a column 20 feet away. In the photo, Ethan's face, instead of being focused on my father, was clearly looking at Veronica. Not a casual glance, but a focused, intense look. The second photo, taken 30 seconds later, showed Veronica glancing back. She wasn't smiling. Her expression was one of cold, precise acknowledgement. In her hand, she was subtly holding up ***, 3 fingers ***. The third photo, taken 1 minute after that, showed Ethan giving the most minute ***, nod *** in response. A barely perceptible movement of his head, hidden by the angle of his chin. The sequence itself was unsettling, but Alex wasn't done. He pulled up a fourth photo, taken an hour later, during the slow dance set. It was a candid shot of the dance floor, and in the background, out of focus, Ethan was standing in the doorway leading to the service hallway. He wasn't dancing with me, he was standing alone. Then, Alex zoomed in on the fifth picture, a tight shot of the same doorway, taken from the outdoor terrace. Veronica was standing just inside, leaning against the wall, her expression impatient. And in the sixth photo, taken literally seconds later, Ethan entered the doorway, pulled her into the shadows, and their heads were pressed together in an extremely intimate, whispered conversation. The angle was ambiguous. They weren't kissing, but the intensity, the secrecy, and the furtiveness of the embrace were undeniable. It was the exchange of conspirators, the meeting of accomplices. "It's the fingers, Ms. Juliana," Alex whispered, pointing back to the second photo. "The 3, it's a signal. I've seen this before in other work. It's too precise to be random, and their meeting later was too hidden." My mind raced, jumping between disbelief and a crushing sense of dread. Were they having an affair? Was it just a quick, inappropriate wedding tryst? No, the timing was too deliberate, the signaling too sharp. I thought back to the vague unease, the moments of distance I had dismissed as work stress. It was all a lie. I spent the next 2 hours with Alex, examining every photo. We found dozens of small, subtle glances, coded acknowledgments, and shared private smiles that meant absolutely nothing to a normal viewer, but which, viewed in this context, painted a horrifying picture of a deep, secret complicity. I paid Alex an obscene amount of money for his silence, his discretion, and a secure hard drive containing only those 6 damning images, leaving him with the full master set to edit as normal. I needed time. I needed to understand the ** meaning of the 3 fingers ***. I went home, my body heavy with shock, and pretended everything was normal. I smiled, I talked about the great memories, and I lived side by side with a man who was, I was certain, betraying me. I couldn't confront him without understanding the signal. I needed the whole truth, or he would simply gaslight me into believing I was crazy, using the ambiguous photos as proof of my paranoia. I started digging into Ethan's life with the precision of an architect planning an excavation. I checked his emails, his text messages, and his calendar while he was sleeping. Nothing, he was too careful. His phone was locked down with complex biometrics. Then I remembered a conversation from months ago, an offhand hand joke he'd made about a movie where a criminal used ***, 3 taps, ***, on a table as a signal. It was trivial, but it stuck in my mind, the number 3. 3 taps, 3 fingers. What could the signal mean in the context of my wedding? I thought back to the most critical part of the day, the vows, the ring exchange. No. I looked at the guest list and the schedule. Then it hit me, the ***, safe ***. Ethan had been completely paranoid about securing our gifts and the large sum of cash from his family. We had rented a private, secure vault, a large, heavy safe, at the resort, managed by the general manager, who was a close friend of Ethan's family. Only Ethan and the manager had the keys and the code. Could the 3 mean something related to the money? The safe's code was 4 digits, but I remembered the manager mentioning that Ethan had insisted on a special, temporary ***, 3-hour delay ***, on the vault after midnight, just to be safe. That way, if anyone tried to access it immediately after the reception ended, the vault wouldn't open until 3:00 a.m. *3. I logged into the resort's private Wi-Fi network that night. I still had the guest password, the more aligned she becomes. I focused on the evening of the wedding. There, in the system logs for the general manager's computer, I saw it. An entry showing the manager logging in at *2:55 a.m. and disabling the 3-hour delay on the vault. He had removed the security measure just 5 minutes before the vault was scheduled to open. But why? The money was still there. Then the truth slammed into me with the force of a wrecking ball, making me vomit into the kitchen sink. It wasn't about accessing the safe. It was about ***, what they put in or took out ***. The 3 wasn't ours. It was ***, 3 items ***. 3 things they needed to move or plant during that short, dark window. I realized with terrifying certainty that I wasn't the only one married that day. Ethan and Veronica were partners in something far more dangerous and cold-blooded than a simple affair. So that's the situation I was in. My wedding photos contained coded evidence of a secret conspiracy involving my husband and my maid of honor, linked by the cryptic signal, 3 fingers. I had also found digital evidence that a security delay on our wedding safe was mysteriously removed right before it was due to open at 3:00 a.m. Before I tell you about the decision I made whether I used this horrifying information to file for divorce and run, or whether I risked everything to trap them and find out the full extent of their criminal plot, I want you to pause and comment below what you would have done in my shoes. Would you have fled immediately, or would you have played along to expose the entire scheme? I chose to play along. Fleeing would mean letting Ethan get away with whatever he was planning, and given his careful, calculated deceit, I realized he was not just cheating me out of love. He was using our marriage for something far more sinister and profitable. I needed the full scope of the truth, even if it destroyed me. I had to know what the 3 items were. I started a meticulous counter-surveillance operation in our home. I set up audio recorders disguised in lamps and installed discreet monitoring software on our shared home server. I began acting slightly off, distant, perhaps, or overly emotional, which he took as post-wedding stress. It was a calculated move to lull him into a false sense of security. The breakthrough came 2 weeks later. Ethan received a phone call from an unknown number. He took it in the garage, but my audio recorder picked up the conversation through the ventilation system. The conversation was brief, cryptic, and chilling. "It's done. The *** package ** is secure. You need to finalize the transfer of the asterisk, last 2 items asterisk, by the end of the month. We need the original asterisk asterisk, 3 asterisk asterisk, moved and locked down. The asterisk original 3 asterisk. The asterisk package asterisk. The asterisk transfer asterisk. It was professional, cold, and confirmed my worst fears. This was not a romance. It was a criminal operation using my wedding as cover. I immediately called Alex, the photographer, and told him everything I had found. He was horrified, but instantly agreed to help. He admitted he felt responsible for providing the first clue. Alex, it turned out, was not only a photographer, but had a background in military intelligence photography, which explained his sharp eye for coded signals. Alex and I pieced the timeline together. During the distraction of the speeches, Ethan and Veronica met to confirm the code. Asterisk asterisk 3. Asterisk asterisk at 2:55 a.m., Ethan's family friend, the manager, removed the 3-hour delay. At 3:00 a.m., when the vault was open and the resort was dark, they had access. They used the commotion of the wedding to move 3 critical packages through the safe and into the secure, private resort transport that was shipping the wedding gifts back home. They used the wedding, the guests, and the immense security of the resort vault to smuggle something highly valuable and illegal. But what? I looked through all the original wedding gift manifests. Nothing seemed out of place, except for 3 seemingly cheap, identical asterisk asterisk antique wooden jewelry boxes, asterisk asterisk, listed simply as family heirlooms, from Veronica's family. They looked worthless. I had them shipped to our home, and they were currently stored in our guest closet, awaiting unpacking. I waited until Ethan was away on a supposed business trip. I called Alex. We carefully retrieved the 3 wooden boxes. They weren't locked, but they felt unusually heavy. Inside, beneath the cheap felt lining, Alex used a miniature fiber optic camera and confirmed they contained false bottoms. The boxes were lined with thick layers of a specialized foam designed to block X-ray and thermal scanning. And beneath the foam, the boxes contained asterisk asterisk 3 solid gold bars asterisk asterisk, not normal investment gold, but unmarked, unrefined, potentially asterisk asterisk, smuggled gold bullion asterisk asterisk of immense value. It wasn't a conservatorship or a divorce I was dealing with. It was asterisk asterisk international smuggling and money laundering asterisk asterisk. My wedding was a asterisk asterisk high security courier service asterisk asterisk. The 3 meant the 3 gold bars. Veronica was the accomplice, and Ethan was the trafficker. I filed for an emergency, nondus, closed divorce immediately, citing fraud and criminal activity. I didn't confront Ethan. I contacted the FBI. When I explained the highly organized operation, the international setting, the security vault, the coded signals, and the gold in the antique boxes, the FBI took over the case immediately. The climax wasn't a verbal confrontation. It was a quiet, cold, and utterly devastating legal and federal sweep. When Ethan returned from his business trip, which the FBI confirmed was to finalize the sale of the gold, he walked into an empty house. The house was empty because I had moved out. The divorce papers were filed, and the FBI was waiting. Ethan was arrested on charges of asterisk asterisk money, laundering, and smuggling asterisk asterisk. Veronica was located within hours and arrested as his key accomplice. The FBI found detailed financial ledgers proving they had used my wedding, the guest luggage, and the gift transportation as a cover to move millions in untraceable, black market gold. The vague distance, the late nights, the stress. It was all the weight of criminality, not career stress. The aftermath was complete devastation for them both. Ethan's reputation was destroyed, his career non-existent, and he faced years in prison. Veronica suffered the same fate. They were partners in crime, and they went down together. I finalized the divorce quietly. The marriage was easily annulled due to the criminal fraud. I kept the house and moved on, but the scar remains. I lost a husband and a best friend in the same instant, replaced by the chilling realization that for 18 months, I was a prop in a sophisticated crime drama. My faith in people was severely shaken, but my faith in my own meticulousness and in the sharp eyes of a quiet photographer was completely restored. I sent Alex a massive bonus check. He earned every penny. I wouldn't change a thing. Exposing the crime was my only path to safety and justice. Like this video if you believe no secret is safe from a high-resolution camera. Subscribe for more stories where weddings hide dark secrets and revenge is served cold and legal. Share your final thoughts on the true meaning of the three fingers and the gold smuggling plot in the comments section below. I'll see you all in the next story.